Alright guys, we can go anywhere we want at any time period. Where do we want to go?
The signing of the Declaration of Independence?
Yeah!
Yeah! Alright!
We have to go back in time.
Wait, where am I?
Get out of the way, get us the last Yellowstone! Wow!
I'm going home to the place where I belong and where your love.
I gotta fix this.
Wait, is this it? I think it is!
Finally! We found it! Now we can go back to the 70s to correct the eradication of the wolves.
1976!
Here we go!
It's longer. I'm coming home.
Hello, I'm Tim Tavern.
And I'm Chet Casserole, and today on WOLF,
We have another special episode of Background History of Wolves.
we got a great one today.
We really do, I'm excited.
Me too.
Now, when Yellowstone National Park was created in 1872, the gray wolf population was already on the decline. Now, the park did not protect wolves and other predators, and the government essentially contributed to the elimination of wolves in the early 1900s. In 1926, the last Yellowstone wolf was eliminated from the park. Following 1926, sporadic reports of wolves did occur, but a sustainable wolf population was eliminated by the mid-1950s.
And in the early 1940s, environmentalists, scientists, and conservatives would begin what would ultimately become a push or a campaign for the reintroduction of wolves, but it was essentially blocked and thwarted until in 1973 the Endangered Species Act was passed, and that pretty much paved the way for wolves to be reintroduced into the Lamar Valley in 1995. And today, the wolf population is well above 70, and it's just it's going great, and it's been great for the ecology and the economy.
I'm here with Randy Marsh, a Yellowstone cattle rancher who's been farming in the area for many centuries. Listen, Randy, I'm from the future, and wolves have now been reintroduced into Yellowstone, and it's been having great effects on ecology and economy. We're here to get Randy's stance on the eradication of wolves and the effects that it has had on his business.
Yeah, before the last wolf was killed in 1926, there was a constant fear of stress, and it led to lower birth rates and lower growth rates of my cattle. This led to lower business, and this didn't give me as much money as I needed. When the wolves were gone, I was quite happy.
Now, before 1926 and in 2013, wolves have been known to kill livestock. Do you remember any stories of your family telling you of wolves killing livestock in your family?
Actually, I do. When I was younger, my pappy used to tell me stories about how he'd wake up and find dead cattle and knew it was a wolf kill. When the wolves were gone, business began to pick up because cattle were free to live without fear of wolves.
Well, Randy, as I've told you before, I'm from 2013, and the wolves are now back in Yellowstone, and they're affecting the ecosystem and once again killing livestock. But they do have positive effects on the Yellowstone area.
I doubt that, but let's hear them.
In terms of ecology, wolves really could be beneficial to Yellowstone. They help to sustain the ecology of the area by hunting and giving food to scavengers, by how they select their prey when they hunt, and also they change the actions of animals in the area, which really benefits the landscape. Now, wolves, how they hunt is they go after the weak of the herd, the physically impaired, the old, the sick, and by doing this, they reduce the transmission of disease in the herd and in the whole Yellowstone area. And if you want to get Cattle Rancher Randy on your side for the reintroduction of wolves, just tell him that by reducing disease in the area, the chances of his cattle getting disease is much less, and you know how disease can wipe out livestock. Tell Randy that, why don't you? Now here in 1976, we don't have wolves, and the elk, they run in open land all over Yellowstone. This inhibits the growth of trees, which we need here in Yellowstone. My buddies from the future tell me that because of wolves, the elk hide in thicker vegetation and they are constantly moving, which means they are not inhibiting the growth of trees. Riparian areas can regrow and can regenerate, and the wolves also provide food to scavengers such as ravens, bears, and this helps to sustain the ecology of the area. So wolves really are beneficial to Yellowstone. And we need to get people here in 1976 to get back on the side of wolves. Bring back the wolves! Bring back the wolves!
There are many economic benefits to having the wolves reintroduced into the Yellowstone area. 59% of people in the wintertime specifically said that they wanted to see the wolves, and that is a lot of people coming in and bringing in revenue for the greater area of Yellowstone. And also 3.5% of all people interviewed on whether or not they would go to Yellowstone would not even go if the wolves were not there. And that, out of all the visitors, 3.5 is a significant percentage, and it accounts for a large amount of people. And in 17 counties surrounding the Wyoming area, $22.5 million of revenue is attributed directly to wolves and the tourism they bring around. And in the three-state greater area of Yellowstone, there's $35.5 billion that is made directly as a result of wolf reintroduction.
I'm a moral philosopher, and the main reason people are against the reintroduction of wolves is because they're scared of them. But as long as you let them stay in their element and you stay in yours, you'll be fine. In the past 50 years, there's only been 13 confirmed wolf attacks, and none of them have been fatal.
I'm with Tim Hutchins, hotel owner in the greater Yellowstone area, and we've been hearing reports lately that it's been hard to make ends meet.
Yes, it has. As of late, it's been harder to create revenue, and I'm not really sure what it's due to, but there seems to be a lack of tourism and just tourists coming in to enjoy the park and the wildlife in the park. And I just have been seeing less and less people come in, and it's been hard for my business as of late.
Why do you think that is?
You know, I couldn't really tell you. It could be due to to modern technology starting to spring out and just less appreciation for nature, but I also think it could be due to the lack of biodiversity that's been happening in the park, just due to a lot of species just being eradicated and everything. So I couldn't tell you for sure.
Well, that is true. According to our study, we found that tourists really like to see wolves, and there hasn't been a wolf in the park since 1926, I believe. So, I mean, we're really trying to push for this, these wolves to be in the park again, and we're just hoping that you would jump on our bandwagon for that.
I definitely would enjoy if the wolves were reintroduced, just because it would be a springboard for my family to create more money and just live in a better way, just because it's been harder to just make money lately. And also, I enjoy watching the wolves too. They're just graceful, majestic creatures.
Yes, we all do. Thank you for your time, Tim.
Hello, I'm here with environmental scientist Jock Steiner, and I just want to know how you feel about the wolves being eradicated about 50 years ago in 1926, and how you would feel about the restoration of the wolf population.
I would really like the restoration of wolves because it would bring back a biodiversity that is needed in Yellowstone. Since the wolves have been gone, the caribou and elk have just been terrorizing the wetlands, just taking it down, killing beavers, and it's not good. It's not good.
What is it specifically about the wolf population that is able to help maintain the health of the ecosystem?
Well, when the elk are over the carrying capacity, so they go into the wetlands and just level the grass, which is not very beneficial for the ecosystem. They pollute the river and just make it very hard for other animals to live there, like beaver. So if you get the elk to down and past their carrying capacity, then it would help the ecosystem and the river.
Thank you.
Hello again. I'm here with Bob Huxtable, a hunter in the greater Yellowstone area. We're here to push the reintroduction of wolves, but that's something that you don't really want, is it?
No, sir. Since the wolves been gone, the elk population just got up there. That's great hunting for elk.
Well, the reintroduction of wolves would really benefit the biodiversity in the greater Yellowstone area, as well as give you one more animal as far as game goes.
No, sir, I do not believe that. I just want those wolves gone and just keep hunting elk.
I assure you that wolves are a great source of protein, and once they wander out of the greater Yellowstone area, you can hunt them, and you will be just as happy with the wolves as you were with the elk.
No, no, sir. Do not want that. No, no, no.
Well, we'll just have to see how things play out.
I'm back again.
I am here with a tourist of the greater Yellowstone area, Will Abernathy. And, Will, are you for or against wolf reintroduction?
Obviously, I'm for it. Have you seen those creatures? They're majestic. I just love the way they move across the snow, and I love it when they kill buffalo. It's amazing to see such animals cooperate in packs just to take down the massive bison and eat its food.
So the problem is that wolves have been eradicated from Yellowstone for the last 50 years. How do you feel about this?
I don't feel very good about it because, I like watching the wolves interact with each other, and I like the way that they hunt, and they're just beautiful creatures, man. I can't explain to you why I want them back, but I know I do.
What if I told you that in 19 years, wolves will be introduced to Yellowstone?
I call you a liar, dude. What are you, from the future?
Funny you mention that. Will Abernathy. Thank you.